Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 14 of Inside the Club. I'm Belle Fraser, the Utah Hockey Club beat reporter for the Salt Lake Tribune, and we have a special bonus episode this week. We are joined by Utah Hockey Club defenseman Mikhail Sergachev, who was just nominated by all the beat writers on the Utah chapter of the PHWA for the Bill Masterton Memorial Trophy. The award is given to the player who best exemplifies the qualities of perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication to the game. The chapters in the PHWHA each nominate a player, and then that gets voted on at the end of the regular season. But Mikhail, you are the nominee for Utah Hockey Club. Just what does it mean to you to kind of have that recognition in your first season in Salt Lake City?
Oh, it's great. Obviously, I appreciate it by you guys. Thanks. Obviously last year was a tough year, and you never know how your next year is gonna go. And obviously I expected to play for Tampa when I broke my leg the next year, but you're getting traded, and everything happens fast. But this year has been a great transition for me, I think, and that team did a great job implementing my game into our team's game, and just kind of easing me into it. So and obviously big thanks to the team.
We talked about it earlier this season, but for context for the fans, Mikhail broke his left tibia and fibula in February last season. We did a story about, you relearning how to walk and everything that went into that rehab. But for people that maybe don't know, could you give an insight into what you had to go through to be able to return for those few playoff games in Tampa, but most of all, be ready for training camp in Utah?
Yeah, I mean, I broke my leg February 8th. February 9th, I had a surgery in New York. Surgery, I guess, went well, but it was took longer than expected. Then I was in the hospital for a couple of days, kind of sleeping it off, because I've never had surgeries before. Then my family came, then they flew me back to Tampa, and I was just staying in Tampa for, in my home for a week. I didn't leave my house, and then finally, when it was time to take the cast off, I went to the rink, saw the guys, and and from there my recovery started. So we started by trying to put some weight on it in the boot, then without the boot, then trying to walk in on it. Then when they took the stitches off, I went straight to the pool with the what's it called, the walking thing, the
Treadmill?
treadmill. Thank you. Yeah. So I was in there every day for 2 or 3 hours with trainers in Tampa, and just learning how to walk, then balance in the water, then try to jog, then start doing that, outside of the pool. And by week number 3, after the surgery, I think I started squatting with my own weight. Then I started doing the ellipse trainer thing. Started doing that, and then we started jumping. Oh, sorry, it's my cat. Week number 7, I started skating a little bit, in a tracksuit and stuff like that. So yeah, sorry about that. By week number 9, I started skating in the full uniform, and okay, that's it, in full uniform, and it took me 3 weeks to get in some kind of shape to play the game, and they put me in. Yeah, so it was long. 11 weeks, it doesn't seem too long, but it was really, really long. Yeah, and then obviously I played a couple games, and it was a long summer because we lost the first round. And, my big thing was just trying to get stronger and trying to get the leg back to, what it was before. So I started skating in May, and then, working out in May also. So I had a really long summer of working out and skating. That's, how I got back in shape. Because, when you're in the bed for 2 weeks, not moving much, that takes away a lot from your muscles in your leg. From, physical standpoint, from your body, it takes a lot. So it was a long recovery.
Mentally, just what got you through that recovery from the things you're describing that's really grueling, things you had to do on a daily basis? Just what kept you pushing to get on the other side of it?
I mean, I saw Nikita Kucherov having an injury. He was out for like pretty much a couple of years with one injury, then half a year with another one. And his dedication to it, and that kind of, and then Steven Stamkos also, he had the same break. So it was kind of like a process of, in 5 days I'm gonna do this, in 4 days I'm gonna do this, in 4 weeks we're gonna start skating. So it's like anticipation of the next chapter, and that's what got me through it. But at some point, like I was kind of depressed, like week number 4 or 5, because I felt like it was taking too long for me, like because I wanted to be on the ice already, and I was watching the games, I was at the rink, and you get asked all the questions like, "Oh, how are you feeling?" stuff like that by the players, which I hated because obviously you know how I'm feeling. I feel like
Yeah.
shit, but guys are nice, like they're trying to make sure I'm okay. But it was a tough time. Like I want to thank the trainers in Tampa for taking such good care of me and being there for me, coming to my house when I needed them, or just being there with me at the rink and supporting. And obviously my wife. Yeah, like first 2 weeks I couldn't like do anything. I couldn't put the pants on by myself. I couldn't shower by myself. I couldn't walk by myself. She was there. She took care of the kid, obviously, who could barely walk himself. And then there's me who can barely walk, and like
Yeah.
she was taking care of both of us. So it's kind of yeah, I appreciate her a lot.
It's great. Have you ever been tested like that in your career? And what did you learn about yourself as a person and player once you got over it?
Mm, that I think I'm stronger mentally than I thought I was, because
Hmm.
when I was a kid, I didn't like practicing much. I didn't like going through hard stuff. I was just naturally big and talented, I guess.
Hmm.
And I just played a lot. So that's why like practicing for me was kind of, didn't want to do it. But I would always go and like not practice, but play extra. So like play with guys outdoor rinks. I just love to play and didn't like to practice. So I was told like I'm lazy and stuff like that. And, maybe mentally I'm not as strong because I don't want to work harder. Uh, but I didn't feel like I need to because
Hmm.
I just love playing. So, and that stayed with me my whole life. And going into the rehab, I kind of didn't know, if I'm gonna recover fully or how hard I need to work and stuff like that. But when I got through it and played that first game, I realized my body is stronger than I think it is. I'm mentally stronger than I think I am, and that's it's just and the belief in myself. I started believing in myself more that I'm able to do things that I thought I couldn't. So it's yeah.
After you mentioned going back for those few games and then the blockbuster trade to Utah happens during the summer and you come over here for training camp, another huge challenge. What was it like coming off of injury, coming into a new team and a new system and getting your body and your mind ready to kind of fill a really big position for Utah?
Yeah, it started with the summer, obviously. When I got traded, it was end of June, and yeah, I just started thinking like what kind of team it is. I asked our coaches to send me like, our playbook. I started analyzing it, what kind of game it is, and what kind of team we are. Because obviously I knew Arizona, high flying team, scoring a bunch of goals, giving up a bunch of goals, stuff like that. And they said it's going to change. Obviously, with me coming in, Marino, Jersey re-signed, other guys re-signed. So yeah, and I started learning about the team, and I liked our system because in Tampa last year we played whatever Boston is playing, box plus one in the D zone. And I think that was kind of a tough time for me to like readjust to that. And for the whole team, like our whole team was like minus 20. So, and we were giving up a lot of goals, not scoring a lot of goals. So when I got to Utah, all of a sudden we're playing the system that we played in Tampa for many, many years that got us cups. So it was kind of like an easy transition, and it got me excited to like come to the team, which plays my favorite D zone, in the offense. We got some players who can score and make plays. So yeah, started learning about the team and talking to coaches, and got excited, and came to Salt Lake a little early, met some guys, and just got into it right away.
When we talked earlier in the season about that kind of stretch of time for you, you said you were shocked, but then you realized it was a chance to be what I wanted to be my whole career. What has it been like getting to be that number one defenseman? I know in training camp you were hesitant to say that you were coming in to be the number one guy because you hadn't proven yourself yet, but now that you have, just what has that responsibility kind of felt like for you at this point in your career?
I mean, it's I'm a hockey player. I don't like analyze stuff much, I analyze my game, but I don't like look at it that way that, I'm a number one defenseman. What are my responsibilities? I know my responsibilities on the ice and off the ice, but like in the media thing, like talking about it's kind of weird, I feel like. So yeah, I just, whatever minutes they give me, they expect 100% every second of it, and that's what I try to do, and not try to focus on uh, politics, I'd say, of it. Being number one or number two or three. We have six defensemen who are playing every night, who are more than capable of doing everything, playing power play, playing PK. So, and I'm happy to play for the team that has that and has that luxury of having defensemen like that. So, yeah, but they give me PK, power play. I love playing hockey, so and I want to improve too. Like, I just don't want to be out there just to be out there, just to eat minutes. Like, I want to produce, I want to defend, I want to do it the right way, and I'm working towards my goal.
You were quickly entered into the leadership group, given an A in those meetings. How have you felt yourself grow off the ice as someone that the decor, but the whole team looks at? I know you said you've learned a lot from the guys in Tampa, but what's it been like kind of being that next man up right now?
I mean, it's great. Guys trust me. I'm there for them. Uh, it's nice, and coaches ask your opinion, which is nice too. If we want a day off, Sergey, you want a day off? Yeah, I want a day off. Stuff like that. So
Were you responsible for the day off today, or
no, no. I mean, coach came up to us and said, like, "Great game, guys. I think you guys deserve the day off," and
happy to
we took
take
it.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, but he tells us, like, if I give you a day off, just make sure the team is ready to play the next day.
hmm
So that's what we try to do as a leadership group. But yeah, I mean, being responsible for something is a big task, especially for a decor or a team, or helping the coaches with the players, or helping players with the coaches. Like, it's kind of you're kind of, as a leader, you're in between. Your guys and the coaches, and sometimes you try to protect players from coaches when
hmm
they're aggressive on them, and the other way around. You try to make sure your team is ready to play because the coach is looking at you, and like, what the hell? Why is the team not playing well?
Yeah.
So, because the best teams, that played in this league usually are coached by the players.
hmm
And that's what every coach will tell you. So, and we want to be that. And, as a leadership group, you want to help your team grow. And that's what we're working on.
I think that's something that the fans have really felt from you and the leadership group this year, just how much you care. And obviously, off the ice, it seems like you've really embraced just being a Utah citizen. I feel like the whole world knows about your chickens and your eggs. And
Thanks to you, yeah.
yeah, and we just met your cat. But what's it been like away from the rink, just being someone in Salt Lake City? And does it feel like home yet? Have you settled as, a whole person, not just a hockey player this year?
Yeah, I love it here. My wife loves it. My parents love it. It's been very easy transition. My home feels like I don't want to leave my house, right? Honestly. Like, I like it so much. We have a big backyard, I have animals, we have stuff to do at the house. So, like, in Tampa, sometimes I try to leave the house to, like, do something. here I don't want to do it. I just stay here. It's nice. I go in my backyard, play with my kid, go to sauna. I don't know. Or if we want to travel, we have mountains like 15 minutes away from our house. So it's been tremendous, and all my neighbors have been really, really nice. They came over when we were moving in. They were like, we'll help you unbox the boxes and, do all this stuff. I'm like, guys, there's people I can hire for that. I appreciate you though. Yeah, everybody's super nice, whenever we're gone, my neighbor helps me out with chickens. They all brought bread and jam. So
Yeah.
it's been very, very cool. Like very, very cool experience, and people here are obviously super nice, and you know that.
Could we get a full list of all the animals you have going at your house?
I mean, I just have rabbits, 2 rabbits. I have 16 chickens, and I have a cat.
Got it.
So
Were these
yeah.
all, did you get all of them in Utah?
No, I mean my cat. We had her for like 7 years already.
Okay.
But other animals, yeah, we got them here.
Got it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, see, dedication to hockey and to being a good pet owner are perfect nomination for the Masterton Trophy. Mikhail, thank you so much for joining the podcast this week, and congratulations again on the nomination.